Poor little Finn. Finn, what are you doing? Did I just click out of the game? Someone threw snowballs at my window. I hope it wasn't my old houseplant. Back for revenge. That ball. Hey, good morning. I've had better, let me tell you. I was just resting my eyes, letting my soul relax for a while. Had a nice dream just starting up about a nice, hot fondue. Then all of a sudden, stampede. This huge crowd of people came storming by. No consideration for my beauty sleep. They looked angry. Really? Someone threw snowballs at my window this morning. Maybe it was the same people? Why were they angry? How should I know? They were headed for the old town. Weird. I'll keep my eyes open. Good idea. Take care, buddy. So, how are you doing? I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes that's the way it is. It is what it is. Sure is. And your sister? Getting by. Your hospital? Yep, getting by. The river flows. The river flows. The river's beautiful if you look closely. Most beautiful thing in the world, Finley. Most beautiful thing in the world. Oh. Finley, work with me, buddy. I don't want you going down the stairs. I want you to go this way. Nope. Okay. Is everything okay? I'm not exactly sure. I was just shoveling snow in front of our store when I heard rather a commotion. I went to see what was going on, and there was this crowd of people. They were walking toward the town square. I can still feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. I should find out what the deal is with this crowd. They were walking to town square. Alright, Finn, let's go check it out. Adele, are you alright? Dear Lord. What? I almost got trampled by a crowd of people. They were really fired up. I asked what they were up to, but nobody listened to me. Remind me of the great riot of Sandalwood. Would you like to learn about that, my budding historian? Sure. You should always make time for history. It always has something to teach us for the future. It all happened one hot summer in Sandalwood. Very different weather to what we're experiencing right now. At the time, Sandalwood was also known as the Citrus City. A lot of people there worked with citrus products, you see. Juice, candies, soaps. In time, Sandalwood became very wealthy. The huge variety of citrus cakes at the famous Lime Cream Bakery were especially popular. Eventually, though, the owner of the bakery got greedy. From one day to the next, the prices of her cakes and pies went up to 5 times what they used to be. At the same time, she started using lower-grade fruit in her baked goods. People caught on and called for a boycott. Things got so out of hand, almost half the old town was burned to the ground. All through the local area, the air stank of citrus for weeks to come. That's why they call it the Citrus Summer. A beautiful name for a terrible incident. The owner of the pastry shop got away with it. However, strict requirements for citrus food products were established soon after. And before long, she left town and was never seen again. There you have it, the Great Riot of Sandalwood. Fascinating. A little early for a drink, don't you think? Yeah, I better not. I just wanted to stop by. Things got pretty ugly yesterday. Yeah. All the same, I'm glad I could be there. For you and Irma. I hope the service went smoothly after I left. We went up to the Glow Milk Woods. I found a real special spot for Irma. It was all right. Some of the mourners kept on bringing up the hospital, though. I'm still trying to process the whole thing. Have you seen a crowd of people pass by here? Yeah, actually. Pretty noisy for this time of day. I think they were heading toward the hospital. Really? That's strange. I hope it's not a sign of bad news to come. I'm on my way there anyway. Good luck, my friend. You know what? I thought this the last time, but I felt like it wasn't time to say anything since it was during the wake. My grandmother had a chair just like this, with the spring and the tear almost identical to that. I mean, the spring didn't stick out as bad, but there was a spring there. You could feel it. Oh, man. All right. I don't know why that room's there, why we can go in it, but whatever. All right. You haven't seen a crowd of angry people, have you? Wait. I gotta flip my phone upside down. I have my phone up for no reason. I was reading a text message. It wasn't even a good text message. Or an important text message. It's just... Would you like a hot coffee? Sure, I love one. Might help against the cold. Ah, finally! Thank you. I just saw a crowd passing through here. I thought I hit the jackpot. But they weren't interested in coffee, unfortunately. Was it a big crowd? Where'd they go? Toward St. Ursula's. I'm guessing you're heading that way, too. Well, you can't miss 'em. I had to say yes to the coffee. Poor guy, we've been saying no this whole time. Never go up here, so we'll check and make sure. Yeah, nothing. Oh, I can hear the crowd. There's lots of people here. I thought maybe there'd be gifts. chocolate. But actually, everyone's just angry. I don't like it. I don't think I'm gonna like it either. How much more money are you gonna squeeze from us? Don't you work at the hospital too? I sure do, and it's been far too long. I can't do all this anymore. I've been slaving away for years. No private life, no downtime. I want to make my voice heard. And these people have valid points. Why don't you join us? We could really make a difference here. We want to see the numbers. I'm telling you, St. Ursula's Hospital has got to go. How many of you have suffered here? How many of you have emptied your pockets into their coffers? The fees go up every month. But the quality of treatment gets worse and worse. The staff are overworked. And the building's falling apart to boot. Will we keep on accepting this? Will we keep on sacrificing our loved ones to this hospital? No! Absolutely not. What? What's this about? Ah, there's our specialist. What are your plans for the day, con artist? Let me pass, Ralph. Go ahead. I'm sure you've got plenty of corrupt shenanigans to be dealing with. We'll just see how many more lives you take before someone stops you. That's right, get lost. Down with St. Ursula's! Down with St. Ursula's! Well, that was fun. Ingrid, have you seen the people out there? Oh, sure. Bit of an overreaction if you ask me. Do you think we should call the police or something? Don't worry about it, kid. This isn't the first time we've had angry folk show up at our door. I'm sure the protest has been cleared with the authorities. So right now, there isn't much we can do. Ralph's always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. But when he gets an idea in his head, he doesn't let it go again easily. So, you're not worried? There's even a nurse in the crowd. Nah, not really. Criticism comes with the territory. After all, no one who comes here leaves feeling amazingly refreshed and rejuvenated. At best, they just feel normal again. And if they don't, well, that's when certain kinds of people get angry. As long as they don't actually charge inside the hospital, it's all good. Dr. Theobald's already on the case. By the way, he was asking after you this morning. Seems like every day he wants something from you now, huh? Guess he likes you. But you can go straight on up to your ward. That's where he is right now anyway. I'll be right back. Doc, got some. Dr. Theobald, have you heard about the people in front of the building? Of course. But first, I have a question for you. Did you go to Mrs. DeCalma's funeral service? Yes, and I think it helped me. Thanks for the tip. I'm afraid I'm partly to blame for the protest, though. What do you mean by that? Well, the funeral seemed quite normal at first, but then they started saying it was my fault Irma died. I didn't know what to do. You know, there's one thing you unfortunately need to be aware of working here. When you work at a hospital, problems become part of your daily routine. Generally speaking, someone comes to us with a problem. Sometimes the problem can be fixed. But sometimes, however, unfortunately, it cannot. We don't have secret superpowers. All we can do is make people feel like they were before. That is our business, day in, day out. When we succeed, we are rarely rewarded with positive words or deeds. Yet, if we fail, a negative response is never far away. That's the way it is, sadly. And our profession is far from unique in that regard. I'm sure you're familiar with the phenomenon yourself. We don't get a chance to provide a diagnosis until something's already not behaving as it should. So, what can we do to get these people to calm down? Don't worry about it, please. I will not allow my staff to be attacked or harassed. I'll talk to the protesters and sort things out. And what can I do? Do your job. Help those who need help. Solve as many problems as possible, even though not all of them will be solvable. Oh, okay. I wish you the best of luck. I imagine you have questions. I'm sure you want to know how I feel about all of this. Whether I'm worried about that little protest down there. Let's both do ourselves a favor and skip that part of the conversation. Please get started with your assignments for today. We'll talk later. Oh, we have our guy in the wheelchair, Buffalo. Alright, 301. Our little stressed out baby owl. Hello, Mr. Doctor. Guess what? My tummy ache's gone. And my mom's coming to pick me up today. Great, I'm really glad to hear that. Shall we give you one last checkup before you go home then? I don't have great patients like you very often, so I need to make the most of it. No. Well, you got just about the healthiest tummy I've seen all week. Hee. My colleague gave your mom a letter for your pediatrician earlier. Now, you need to be careful what you eat in the future, okay? Can you promise me you'll do that? Yes. Dr. Gerda said the same thing. That I should listen to you. And you know what? What? She says you're a good doctor. Really? Yes, because you made my tummy ache go away. And she says you made her tummy ache go away too. But you know what else? No. What? Dr. Gerda is a good doctor too. Because she made my homesickness go away every night. You're right there, Emma. My colleague will take you down to see your mom in a minute, okay? Take care, Emma. Bye. Oh, Emma. Bye-bye, Emma. So, we meet again. Theodora, to what do I owe the pleasure? It's my lungs. The weather's doing a number on me right now. I need regular checkups. I have an artificial heart valve. Then there's the severe hypoxia. You're saying your blood isn't being supplied with enough oxygen? Exactly. I get by, but I'd feel better if someone gave me a once-over. Sure, allow me. Your lungs are fine. Your heart, too. I didn't know you could hear a heart valve. Yes. Not a bad party trick, huh? Ingrid downstairs can write you a prescription for your medication. Great. That's what I call a fast service. By the way, things are a little crazy around here right now. Be careful when you head out the door. I noticed. Yeah. What's all that racket out there? Just an angry mob of people dissatisfied with our work. What do they know? They don't have the first clue how difficult our work even is, do they? How are you doing today? You tell me. That's why you're here, isn't it? All right, then. Your liver readings are improving. Good. But I'm afraid you'll need to stay with us for a few more days. Well, it hasn't killed me yet. Why, you still got the pleasure of treating me. Thank goodness for that. Don't let it go to your head. I know what the situation is in this hospital. Even I need to put up with an apprentice doctor. I've not forgotten my duty to teach the next generation. So go ahead, learn something. So much positivity. I have a lot on my mind right now. Let me take a quick look at your results. Very good. No matter how tense the situation, doing good work remains our top priority. The results speak to your strength of character, Finley. I have some organizational tasks to deal with now. Have a nice evening. Take care of yourself. Do you think the protesters are still outside? I expect Dr. Theobald's dealing with that. Don't worry so much, Finley. These kinds of things can weigh you down. But it'll all blow over in a few days. You've got the day off tomorrow. Sleep in late. Time off is precious. Enjoy it. Better not go out there, kid. What? Why? The protest all going strong. I've called the police already. But they say there's nothing they can do. Yeah, right. Your colleague thought better of it just now, too. I think she had tears in her eyes. I wanted to say something, but she turned back inside and ran right past me. You mean Mia? Where'd she go? Don't know. Back upstairs, I think. And Dr. Theobald? Wasn't he meant to talk to the protesters? I don't know anything about that either. I haven't seen him, at any rate. He probably got held up by his luxury vending machine again. I'm going to go check on him. You do what you need to do, kid. We can't change what's going on out there right now anyway. Make yourself a coffee and wait for it all to blow over. That's what I say. Gonna be a long night. Good job. I just put in a fresh pot of coffee. Dr. Theobald, are you there? Dr. Theobald. Where did he go? Looks like he was here not that long ago. Maybe there was an emergency. The shelf looks the same as always. Everything's still where it was this morning. Like Dr. Theobald just vanished into thin air. Maybe he fell through a rift in time and space. He could be living in another dimension right now. A world where pizza can cause cancer. So, Finley, we meet again. Does the boss have time right now? I need to talk to him. Dr. Theobald's not here. His office is empty. What? Strange. I mean, Theobald usually leaves the door to his office open. But only when he's actually in it. Have you seen him around today? Nope, that's why I'm here. People on the ward can't sleep with all that commotion outside. I was going to ask Dr. Theobald for help. Last resort before I go out there and kick some butt myself. I spoke to him this morning. He assured me he was going to smooth the situation over. Well, guess that didn't happen, huh? I just bumped into Mia, too. She was pretty upset, poor thing. Mia, what was wrong with her? No idea. I called after her, but she ignored me. She just said Mr. Arndez was back. Mr. Arndez? Yeah. You remember that old geezer, right? Why is he back? Always with the questions. Grandpa was sent to the best rehab money can buy, at our expense. Then he's not back here 2 minutes before he goes in and poisons himself. Probably thought his wood oil was a bottle of gin. Is he? Of course not. What is it with you in the drama? Which way did she run? Upstairs. Arndez is on the 4th floor. If I had to guess, I say she's up there. I'll go take a look. All right, guess I'll hunt down the boss. Thank you, Sandra. No problem. Have you seen Mia? Yeah, she just scurried past me. She was on her way to see a patient. Have you lost something? No. Well, yeah, maybe. Weird answer. Well, if I find something, I'll keep a hold of it. Once you decided if you lost something, you can ask me again. Hello, young grasshopper. Dr. Kotora, is there a Mr. Arndez here in this ward? My duty would normally prohibit me from simply divulging such information. But I can feel the tension in the air. It surrounds us, it permeates us, it holds the universe together. Yes, Mr. Willie Arndez is a guest on this ward. He was just setting out for a walk down the hall. One of my own favorite cure-alls, as it happens. Mr. Arndez, can you listen to me for a moment, please? Fuck 'em. I don't have to put up with this. I already told you I didn't steal any blueberry pudding. And why didn't I get a pickle with my dinner today? Mr. Arndez, please, I need your help. Why does everyone keep asking for my help? I just want to be left alone, damn it. Who are all those people out there anyway? Clear off. You're not getting my money. Mr. Arndez. Mia. Finley, there you are. What's going on here? I wanted to do something. I have to do something. What happened? Why are you talking to Mr. Arndez? I was just on my way home. Those people, they're so angry. They called me names and threw things at me. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm here to help people, aren't I? Why are they getting on my back for that? I know, I know. Last time Mr. Arndez was here, he was barely responsive. I was hoping to ask him about the night of your accident. Maybe he knows something. That's not a bad idea. Mr. Arndez, can I ask you something? What is it now? You... He's an old bear. Don't I know you, sonny boy? Yes, we've met before. You were at this hospital a little while ago, last fall. You had an accident. Do you remember? Yes. I know your voice. What happened exactly? Tell me. We were looking for you. We think the broken elevator took us both to a disused ward. I found you there. You were injured. Oh, that was you? I was just trying to get back to my room. I don't know how I ended up in that place. What do you remember about it? Not much. I'm not as young as I was. I was looking for my room. The hallway's completely dark. But someone had left a desk lamp on. There was a bed covered in folders and paperwork. And then I heard your voice. Not the most pleasant way to wake up. And that's not even mentioning the headache. Is that all you can remember? No. After that, I was back in this blasted hospital. My time at that rehab place was worth it, though. I've not had a beet lasagna that delicious since I was a kid. Okay, thank you, Mr. Arndez. You've been a great help. What does it mean? A lot. Do you remember the desk, Mia? That bed I saw on the 5th floor with the documents on it. Carl said there was nothing there. But Mr. Arndez saw it too. Exactly. So, what now? We need to let Carl know. Maybe he'll know what to do with this information. Hey, Carl, what are you up to? What? Do you have a hidden camera in my apartment? I was just about to call you. Things are starting to get out of hand here. Mia and I want to do something about it. What a coincidence! I was thinking exactly the same thing. Come on over. I already got an idea. Wait, have you ever been to my place before? No. I live on the high street, next to the bakery. Got it. We're on our way. We get to go someplace new. Greetings, dear sparks of the soul. Dr. Katara, are you all right? It is what it is. Is as it should be. Have you seen Dr. Theobald by any chance? We're starting to get worried. That is definitely unusual. No, I haven't felt his aura today. Should I see him, I will tell him of your feelings. Is everything okay with you two? More or less. But I'm afraid we're in a bit of a rush. Well, don't let me keep you. I'll try to get Mr. Arndez back to bed. You didn't change clothes. You might want to go round the back. Yeah, good idea. Hello, statue. Hello, Finley. Oh my god. The rehearsal was so much fun. Yeah, I'm glad I gave it a try. I've always loved going hiking. I love the mountains, the green fields, fresh country air. Look, there's something about St. Ursula's on the newspaper. Life in an unhealthy healthcare system. Interesting conversations and exclusive insights. Read the full 3-page report in tomorrow's edition. Oh, cute. The stain looks a little like you, Finley. Yeah. What a coincidence, right? I can barely believe it myself. Maybe Pina used you as inspiration for this artwork. Thing like that. Hello. Hey, Carl. It's us. What's the password? Password? You didn't give us a password. True. I guess that one's on me. Can you let us in, please? It's pretty cold out here. Not without the password. Hold on, I just need a minute to think of one. Okay, alright, I got one. The password is mango. Keep it to yourselves. Don't pass it on. Great. Will you let us in now? Not until you give me the password. Mango. Ah, it's you guys. Very good, very good. Well, what are you standing around out there for? Come in. It's way too cold outside. For flip's sakes, Carl. For flip's sakes. And then Finley came along. Mr. Arndez hasn't exactly confirmed that, but he said he remembers stacks of folders and a bright light. What are you thinking, Carl? I think that all fits together. I use my involuntary vacation to do some thinking. He knits. He knits, guys. He's the sheep that knits. Okay, sorry. Well, Ram. I never liked this whole situation, right from the start. First, though, I need to apologize to you, Finley. I was never quite sure if you'd been imagining things or not when you had your accident. But I can see now that you were onto something. So, what are our conclusions? That we need to go deeper. Deeper? You know, I'm the longest-serving member of staff at St. Ursula's after Ingrid. I do the rotas, manage our inventory, and put our orders together. What are you getting at? We need to go to the hospital's document archive. That could be where we find the answers to what's going on here. You mean the big storeroom in the basement? Surely we can't just walk in there. No, the storeroom's always locked. Even I don't have access to it. But I have an idea of how we can get in there. It'll require perfect teamwork, though. This is a delicate matter, like an ornate glass figurine. We need to consider every move carefully, like chess grandmasters. Wow, you really put some thought into this. Of course I have. So listen carefully. Old Glendower has all the keys to the building in his office, including the key for the archive. That's the one we need to get. And how are we going to do that? Sometimes Gregor stays at the hospital late into the night. Seems like he's gotten some kind of project he works on in his office after hours. I don't know what it is, but he sure puts a lot of time into it. And over the course of my many night shifts, I noticed something. At exactly 1 a.m. every night, he leaves his office and sets off to see Ingrid. Yes, that's it. Slowly he sets out on his trusted path. Step by step. Foot by foot. His mind never straying from his goal. Till he finally reaches Ingrid's desk. The two always spend a while chatting. And Gregor grabs a coffee and heads back to his office. And you know what? When he goes on this little walk, he never locks his office. That gives us the perfect window to get in there. Finley, you wait until Gregor leaves his office. That's when you go in to look for the archive key. Sounds good, but he might have lots of keys. It'll take me a while to find the right one. No problem. That's where Mia and I come in. Word on the street says you're a talented actress, Mia. What? Me? Good evening, my dearies. What's with the disguise? I'm on leave right now, right? Best if I stay incognito while I'm at the hospital for now. I don't want any more trouble. Okay. Good. Now where was I? Please pay no attention to me. I'm just an old, fragile little granny. Just here to visit her little son. I suppose I better head up to his room. Oops. Oh, my hip. Such pain. Ow. Don't worry, I'm coming. Fear not, I am a competent junior doctor. I am here to help this poor old lady. It looks like she took a bad fall with no outside interference whatsoever. What's this now? If you get a costume, I want one too. After all, I'm playing the courageous doctor in shining armor. Alright, I guess. As I was saying, I rushed here right now to help this injured person. This looks bad. You there with the broom. What? Me? You look strong. I implore you, help me with this old lady. What's with the amateur dramatics? No drama here, sir. This is serious. I need to make sure this person has not sustained any more severe injuries. All right. And then, boom. The key is ours. The perfect plan. Now, there's just one thing left to do. Head down to the basement, into the document archive. Good job, team. It's heist time. Before we go in there, what exactly are we looking for? I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll know when we see it. Wait a second. The door was already open. What? That can't be right. The door's always locked. Maybe so, but it wasn't today. Maybe you're right, Carl. Let's check it out. Someone was in here recently. How do you know that? The layer of dust isn't as thick as usual. I haven't been in here in ages, but something just feels different. Like someone's disturbed the energy of the room. Since when are you the mystical type? Hey, back off. I can sense these things. You better take a look around. Maybe we'll find something unusual. In movies, archives like these are full of secrets and treasures. In real life, I guess they're full of boredom, too. Medical records, doctor's letters, studies, lab results. Some of these documents are older than my patients. These must be loads of thrilling stories stashed away down here. Look up here. Finley, get down from there. You'll break your neck. He is right. We all know those boxes are out to get you. How did you get up there anyway? It doesn't matter. Someone's taken some folders off these shelves. You can still see a print in the dust. It's pretty obvious something's missing. What? Let me see. Yes. It's definitely not normal. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's actually a system in this archive. And something's clearly missing here. This empty space should be filled with at least 7 years' worth of receipts and bills. You're right, Carl. Why do you sound so surprised? I thought you'd be so used to that by now. Do you think this means anything? I think it does. What's really interesting is that all of the missing files should belong to the same time period. They'll all be documents that would potentially be needed for communication with health insurance companies. Those kinds of documents don't just disappear, but they might have been moved to another location because they're still needed. Like an old hospital bed on the 5th floor, for instance. That's gotta be it. There must be someone who knows about this. Dr. Theobald, maybe? I don't think so. He hasn't been seen in a while. We go to the police? There's someone outside. We need to get out of here, quickly. Agreed. What are you doing down here? Carl, is that you? Sandra, we just stumbled onto something big. Have you seen Dr. Theobald? We need to speak to him urgently. The boss? Haven't seen a whiff of him. I need to see Halil and pick up some blood results. Not like there's anyone here who's actually meant to be working on our ward. But you better settle in anyway. That crowd outside's way bigger now. I wouldn't be trying to head home right now if I were you. Not that I can think about clocking off. Too much to do. Wards are all pretty much full. So, come on, make yourselves useful. Sandra's right. Finley, we should lend a hand on the ward. What about the missing documents? I'm sure that can wait. We need to give Gregor his key back, then help out upstairs. Oh, you're right. We have to use the elevator, I think. Well... It won't let me walk. All right. I could use a little help here. That was Ingrid. Let's have a look. Down with St. Ursula's! Here comes another of those bunglers. Ralph, you crackpot. Just go home, okay? You can't just come in here like this. It's not allowed. Please. Just let us do our job. The noise you're making's bad enough. But more importantly than that, you're blocking the main entrance. That means you're stopping us from admitting any more patients. Please, just leave. That. That's just a load of stupid excuses. Who's going to stop us? You? Patrick here has a terrible ailment. Exactly. Oh, the pain. That's enough. Not only did you cripple him for the rest of his life when you injured his arm years ago, that nasty little runt attacked us both just the other week. Patrick's still recovering to this day. And that's not even mentioning the psychological trauma we both suffered. Don't be ridiculous. Ow, my arm. See, we have every reason to be here, and every right too. We're not leaving until we get some answers. Get the chief physician out here now. Hasn't Dr. Theobald come to speak to you all already? He assured me that... Of course he hasn't. As if he would get his fat ass out of that comfy chair. Will you just listen for 1 minute? If he's not going to come down here, we'll just have to take this to him. That's right. And you know what else? Let me through, damn it. Help, quickly. Renee, what's up? This person. They were just standing next to me in the crowd. Then all of a sudden, they fainted. I just managed to stop them from hitting the ground. They don't look good. We should take them to the ward. Typical. Always the same. The next poor soul for you to bleed dry. Finley, lend a hand here. What about Dr. Theobald? I'll try and find out where he is. And I'll try to find out more about the missing documents too. We'll talk later. All right. Let me through, you scumbags.